Hello Aries, and welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower. Yes, we will be pulling some cards a little bit later on, but we will be looking at essentially the energy aspect of the Astroflower. There is a change within the format in when we do things because we like to try things out. We'll be going into that a little bit later on. If you've seen the messages from energy, you would know that we're going to be talking about fire, earth and air. Yeah, there is a bit of a fire degree, certain influence from it. And I think that's going to be the trickiest part for you this week here, is your passions. And your passions in engagement with the world around you. So we will be looking at that. Let's just see, first of all, let's connect to the energies, because I'm sat on a energy line here at the moment. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to connect to the energies. There we go. We've got our central point. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's just see with the chakra sequencing, which is the part that is easier for you. And which of the parts are difficult? I've seen this with fire signs this week here, and it may be a case of overthinking things. And I think this is where the passion comes into play a little bit. As I say in many times, the third eye and the throat chakra are actually the same chakra. It's just folded in half, the chakra. So you've got one end that comes out the front and the other end that comes out the front. With the solar plexus, it's different. You've got one end that comes out the front and one end that comes out the back. But here, both of them come out the front here. And the interesting point here, we talked about it on the messages from energy. It should be very simple, very easy. And this is where you can use your fire within you to get the best results, is converting ideas into words to communicate what you so wish, to develop, going from past to future. And I think that's where you may finding it a little bit tricky. Sometimes your passions for life can overtake, what's that bumper sticker, sort of like my karma run over my dogma, sort of thing, or my dogma run over my karma. Whatever it is, it's a similar sort of situation here for you, converting ideas into clear communication that will enable you to develop what you wish to develop within your relationship side, but also within your financial side as well. And it's very particular about past to future development for you more than anything else. Let's just see what else there is in the way of chakras for you. There is a degree of carrying too much upon your shoulders, which you have a tendency to do, Aries, and I wouldn't if I was you at the moment, certainly not. Concentrate on your path and don't take on board the entire world that is from around you. Here we go. We got the solar plexus that is playing well, and that plays really nicely with the chakra sequencing that is coming through the energy at the moment. And this is where your fire can really help you out in regards to, converting ideas through communication into concrete action. That's what it seems to be here. But there seems to be a weight of sort of saying, making sure this week you're grounded, because the root chakra is also playing in quite a lot here at the moment. So grounding yourself will be really important, I think, this week here. It will avoid things like headaches, also sort of anxiety-related issues of health, such as skin problems and so forth. But here I think it's really allowing that communication, taking time to express what you can actually visualize within you, and choosing your words carefully in order to get things to move on slowly but surely, but definitely moving forward. And the moving forward is enhanced by the communication aspect of it all, okay? And being very grounded within your energies. So that's coming back to the central point there. So that seems to be the main chakras that's sort of like playing in your in your energy at the moment here. And if you feel that you're getting too much burnt out in your stomach, if you're having problems and issues with your digestive sort of system, this is where you may be holding things back too much and not communicating enough. And that's possibly where you're not communicating what you so wish to develop in regards to relationships as much as in your financial side as well. Communication seems to be key. We saw that in the messages from energy this week. If you haven't seen it, please do go and see it. I think it will help you out enormously. Okay, let's just see if we can get a message from the energies. So just connecting to that there, straight away, the energy is sort of saying to me, do not try and carry too much. I don't know if you know the story of the golden fleece. The Greek mythology, the golden fleece is all about the ram that saved two children and so forth. And one child fell off its back, so he could only save one of the two children. And I think this is where, I think this story rings true for you this week here. You're very noble in what you do. And the energy is just sort of trying to say here, don't try and carry the world upon your shoulders more than anything else. I think that's what comes out really importantly for you. Okay, so let's just have a look at your elements, and we will bring forth a few cards here and pick out a few cards. First things first, you should notice, look at this, you've got air and you've got water and fire on your synchronicities with the world around you, also on your karmic path, also on your karmic path for your relationship side. This side here is your financial side, this is your relationship side. You do have some cardinal earth that comes in here from Aries, from Cancer, which is helping you to give. This is by affirmative actions in the world around you, engaging with the synchronicities and the connections with people in a very physical way, but it has to have clear direction for you because you have that cardinal fire that comes in there. That's when you can be really passionate about things and really sort of, as long as it's an engagement physically with the world that is around you, or passionately. This could be a whole new love as well that comes into action and really starts being, there's physical manifestation of that. So we will pull a card on that. The other thing is which you've got here is that mutable air that comes into you from Gemini on that side there. And this is where that communication is key. And with Gemini energy, it's not a case of, Geminis are very good at communicating what needs to be done and what needs to be happening. And I think you're also very good at that. And if you allow that side of your communication, so it's a case of not saying too much of what you're trying to develop, but just saying enough so it can help and encourage that direction through that cardinal earth here. Saying the right things at the right time but not saying too much, being measured about what you sort of say and communicate with the world. You do have this fixed earth as well that comes in from Taurus, and that's all about the doing. Very similar to yourselves, Aries. They like as well to get on and do things, plan of actions. And I think that plan of action is giving, the direction of that plan of action is giving in your synchronicities from the outside world. From your karmic path, fire and air, just making sure that emotional and fires are balanced within you, clear about where you're going. And this is quite interesting because we get the earth here, we get the air there, and then we get the earth there. So this is playing on all fronts within your relationship side, but it's giving you a certain direction. a clear direction on that side there. What's that message that comes out of there for you? I think you need to be the instigator of that direction in regards to relationships, spiritual path, or emotional engagements with others that are around you. Yeah, look at that. You have the key here with that Ace of Swords here. And as I say, it could well be, you getting ahead just by engaging in the world around you. And it may make you, you're feeling like a winner. You're feeling like a winner, Aries, in the way in which you're going forward here. Let's just see what's going on with that air energy. What's that clear, precise communication without over communicating? That's that point. That's where you get the 10 of Wands, not trying to carry too much on your shoulders, not trying to be the only one to develop those relationships from past to future. It will play beautifully once you realize that you can give suggestions, but those suggestions not only have to be validated by the people that are around you, but also discussed and questioned as well, and allowing that questioning to happen without you allowing your passions to overrun things, because you'll end up carrying everything for everybody. What's this fixed earth all about? This is just being very clear in your actions in the here and now that are geared to developing the interaction or the relationships with the world that is around you. You get the Moon card. I think if you take this on board, I think you're actually going to surprise yourself how easy it really is, and that you turn the work into something that is highly productive, because this is a Scorpio card, and Scorpio is the opposite to Taurus, and you have that Taurus energy that's flowing through in this section here. So this Moon card here is allowing you to, with your actions, to bring to the surface things that we may not necessarily see, but it is in accordance with that communication. So you communicate to a certain level, you act to another level, and then you can see whether the two go hand in hand. And that ties in with that victory there, and that connection with another person or the world around you, which gives you that inspiration. Just being wary of allowing your fire to warm your waters rather than dry out your emotions more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Similar sort of thing. We have this this water and fire, both on your karmic path and on your synchronicities with the outside world. So I think this here is, I wouldn't be too overthinking things and this is where the difficulty is in, what you see or perceive through your third eye, your intuition, how you convert it into the words that give you the results, because you have that fixed air that comes in from Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is sort of, they're very religious in a way. It's also about sort of, trying things new here. So I think it's questioning. I think this week here on your financial side, I think you may be questioning your engagement either in a job or a business or a project according to what you want. And I think this is where, when you are questioning it, I think you need to express that, communicate that to the everybody that is around you or who is concerned with it, but being very precise about who you communicate with and what you say to that person. And everything that you say should be like a key to opening a door to your success. So let's just see what's going on there. Four of Cups. Everybody's been getting the Four of Cups over the past few weeks. As I said, I think you might be a little bit here disappointed or a little bit sort of like bored even with what you've been doing. But you've got another cup that's showing up here. And this is where it's questioning the way in which you do things in order to get the good results out of your life, and what you allow to emotionally engage in the world, in accordance to what you so wish to live. And it is questioning your passions in regards to your career path. Should I be changing totally my career path and so forth? Let's just see that. Yeah, there is this whole sort of thing. I think this world card here, it's a Capricorn card. I think it does play in very tightly to that Four of Cups. That's that Ace of Cups there, that one cup there that's bringing in the good stuff. Okay, and I think that's what that's what I feel as the overriding thing here is that something needs to change within your career, your business, or your project according to what you've set up already. And yes, it will be questioning you, but this is where you've got to be very calm about your passions and don't let your passions don't let your dogma override your karma, as it were, or your karma override your dogma. I forget which way it is. But here is about that plan of action. And yes, it needs to be reassessed a little bit. And once you reassess it, that's when you're going to allow that fixed earth to really start putting in concrete actions that are going to give you the results. And that's where you get the Seven of Wands on that section there. That Seven of Wands is all about that solar plexus energy. All about having that determination, that confidence of going forward into what you should be doing. And it's also a revelation. It's revealing to you what you know you should be doing in life. And that, I think, here is going to affect your karmic path as you go forward. Let's just pull something on that karmic path, because I do think it's going to be quite affected to it. Yeah, you got the Seven of Cups. I think it's all to do with how you're emotionally engaged in it. With that Seven of Wands, with the Seven of Cups, it's the revelation number. It's revealing enormous amounts to you. But what is it? The thing it is revealing is what you emotionally feel secure about. And it's not about, when you're following a path, really there is no real choices to be made. Once you start looking at the possibilities, there is going to be one possibility you're going to say, yeah, that's exactly what I should be doing. And that's when it emotionally sits right with you. Let's just pull something on the overall energies. Yeah, it is walking away from that headaches. That's what I talk about with the conversion between the third eye and the throat chakra. This gentleman here seems to have that situation as well. And this is going to help you to be, when you're absolutely clear with your communication, it's going to help you to move from past to future with greater ease as you go forward. Okay? So, yes, there you go, Aries. Thanking you very much for being here. I hope you like the new format. Please do comment in the comment section of what you think about the new format. I will see you on Sunday at 2100 hours for the live, where you can ask questions on anything in this reading, but also questions about energy as well. It'd be lovely to see you there. Don't forget about the energy messages from energy, the energy messages, which came out on Wednesday night. In the meantime, thanking you very much for all your support. And don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.